Well, alright, everybody, welcome to another Let's Watch Slash Talk, where we took a news trailer for Movie Camera Show, and today we got Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, the official trailer for this one. Let's check this out, and we'll talk about it after. Let's go.
Are you familiar with the concept of evolution?
Whoa, okay.
In their time, humans were capable of many great things. They could fly like eagles fly. They could speak across oceans.
Wow, look at the bridge, Jesus.
But now, it is our time. And it is my kingdom. We will learn. Apes will learn. I will learn. And I will conquer.
Oh, girl, you gotta run. Oh my god.
Legend says ape and human lived side by side. Impossible as that may seem.
Why do they hunt her?
She's smarter than most.
The elders did not tell us everything about this world.
Bend for your king.
Apes hunt humans. That is wrong.
God, that is scary.
Together, you will die.
No, together, strong.
That is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes official trailer, and this looks really good. I'm excited for this one to drop. Of course, this movie is much more into the future, like time period wise, versus the last movie that came out from the trilogy that just finished not that long ago, a couple of years ago. And it's going to continue that story, but it's been 300 years or around there. So let's talk about the premise first. But overall, it looks really good, and it's following the footsteps of the last five movies, or the first five movies that came out way back in the 70s, or one in the 1968, and then the rest came out in the 70s. And that had its own story, of course, the original Planet of the Apes, right? And they had like a whole story, and then of course they went into the future, and it was a whole thing that we'll get into. But it seems like they're following the footsteps of those series of movies. But now let's talk. Now this is the premise of the story. So nearly 300 years after the events of war for the Planet of the Apes, ape civilizations have emerged from the oasis to which Caesar led his fellow apes, while humans have regressed into a feral primitive state. When the ape leader, Proximus Caesar, perverts Caesar's teachings to enslave other clans in search of remnants of human technologies. Noah, a common chimpanzee, which I believe is right here, or we've seen Noah throughout the trailer, embarks on a harrowing journey alongside a young human named Nova to determine the future for apes and humans alike. All right. So Owen Teague as Noah, the young chimpanzee. We have Freya Allen as Nova, which is the quote unquote the smarter of the other humans, and she has her own agenda. We have Kevin Durand as Proximus Caesar. We have Peter Macon as Raka, and we have Travis Jeffrey as Anaya, and we also have Lydia Peckham as Suna and Neil Sandilands as Korra. So we have Noah, okay, or Nova, because Nova is, and throughout the trailer we see her with different clothes, and by that I mean modern, normal clothes. If you guys saw, if you peeked at that, because the other ones are like apes, are just more of a primitive, old school style. Of course, like maybe regress to knowing nothing, can't speak, can't really think on their own and talk and all that stuff, right? And just they're not smart. You're not smart. You're just following orders at that point. Either you're working or eating and doing their own stuff and following what the apes say. Though Nova, she has a different thing. And what people are saying and thinking about is that this is, like I said, pretty much like the footsteps from the other movie where she's from the future. Time travel, guys. Yes, time travel. That was a thing in the very first series of Planet of the Apes from the 1970s. And I believe they do go into the future, or at least there's a group of people that do, right? And eventually it was Charles Heston. I believe that's the actor who plays the character in that comes from the future. And now we have Nova coming from the future, which is awesome. And I just love the way they're taking this story, and it looks good. It looks great. It looks very scary because all the apes are talking. All the apes are there. And of course, the technology has advanced when it comes to the CGI and everything. It looks pretty damn good. And I mean, of course, it's always looked good. If you go back and see the other movies for their time, looks really, really good. And props to them for now continuing the story. And it's great that they are. And hopefully, of course, this will lead to maybe to another trilogy, which would complete and make a saga of the Planet of the Apes movie, a modern take on it. It would be so cool.
Why do they hunt her?
She's smarter than most.
The elders did not tell us everything about this world. That is wrong.
Right on this scene, guys, we do get Nova and Noah being taken away, enslaved, right, to a different location, of course, by this new group, new army, right, that's led by Proximus Caesar, and well, it's very scary. It's very scary to get taken away, especially by a leader and also by the army, because it's crazy how they scream and roar and just the way they talk and how they've taken over, and just the way the leader is and everything is just not good, changed the teachings, the original teachings from Caesar, and just rule now, but like in such a bad way. And it just, some of these the way they showed some of these scenes definitely reminds me back to I believe it was 2003 movie, I think, with Mark Wahlberg. I know a lot of people don't like that one. That was like a Planet of the Apes movie as well, though. It just reminds me a lot of that because of the fight and just the arguments that they'll have, because it seems like there's going to be a lot going down between a lot of these apes internally when it comes to leadership, and of course they're going to be fighting, and this will lead to a battle and fight, just like the 70s movies that I mentioned. Of course, it's going to talk about Noah and Nova and what will happen with them. Maybe at the end they escape, or maybe at the end they go back into a certain time period, like I said, time traveling, all that stuff. But eventually, guys, there will be like a conquest or a battle for the Planet of the Apes. It'll be a whole thing. It's going to be very, very crazy if they continue the story, and it's going to be awesome to see on the big screen. And of course, not just that, but in this movie, we're pretty much going to see the after effects or the results of what happened with everything, like many, many years later with the humans and everything. And I think it's going to be crazy cool to see that in a modern take, or like a modern take of that, because we haven't seen something like that in quite a long time, hell, even say decades, right? And so, yeah, so that's going to be very interesting to see, and scary, because these apes are just very ruthless, and especially that scene where it shows, I believe, Noah trying to save Nova, and we see the general, so to speak, I guess, right there on the right, him chasing her down at the same time. It was, it's gonna be intense. It's gonna be really great. It's gonna be really great because I can't wait to see this, guys. And it's for any big Planet of the Apes fans. This is some awesome stuff. So, with that being said, guys, that is it for this Let's Watch / Talk. If you guys did enjoy, press like. Guys, a like is also appreciated. Of course, we'll follow and cover a trailer number 2 whenever that drops. But this movie does drop in May. I'm just excited for this year's trailers dropping, especially right now, because a lot of these trailers, just like Deadpool one that just came out, will be dropping in the next couple of weeks for movies that'll be coming out, let's say June, July, August, September, October, which, of course, the summer season is a big blockbuster season, right, when it comes to movies. And also, of course, later on, near the end of the year, we have like the bigger movies, the last, like either if it's holiday movies or just spooky movies. Of course, October is huge for horror movies, especially there. Like, for example, I'll throw in at you guys. We're gonna get another Saw movie. It's confirmed that's gonna come out this year, so that's gonna come out. The trailer for that's gonna come out very soon, or in a couple months. So that's gonna be exciting to check out as well. And furthermore, like Christmassy movies and whatnot. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, guys. That's gonna be it, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below about Planet of the Apes. Are you guys big fans of Planet of the Apes? And yeah, that's it, guys. Take care. Stay amazing, and I'll see y'all at the next one.